This is this is breaking. Congressman Tom McClintock, Republican of California, apparently does not believe that banks can commit a crime. Apparently, he does not believe that fraud is a crime. Apparently, he doesn't believe in any type of white-collar crime at all. This is fascinating. He also seems to also be making a case for gun control. But let's listen to this. He's asked a question at a town hall meeting. And the questioner seems to be quite informed about asking for support of a House bill that would reinstate Glass-Steagall to some degree. Here's the question.
Yesterday, it was heard by the Financial Committee, 30 bank lobbyists targeted a Delaware Republican state senator to withdraw that resolution because they're so panicked that we're going to bankrupt these criminals, throw them out of the country, and put some of them in jail. So will you sign on to Glass-Steagall, and what's your stance on Wall Street criminal practices?
Well, first of all, for a criminal practice, there has to be a gun. It's pretty simple.
Pause it. Wait a second. What? What?
What are you talking about?
For a criminal practice, there has to be a gun? Can you go back a little bit to make sure that I'm hearing that correctly? And then just let it run.
Criminal practices.
Well, first of all, for a criminal practice, there has to be a gun. It's pretty simple. You can get somebody to do just about anything with a gun. When I hear about predatory lending, for example, my first question is, well, that's just terrible. You shouldn't be allowed to force somebody to take out a loan they don't want.
All right, now, so he goes on. First off, he says that only for there to be criminal practice, there has to be a gun, which is a good argument, I guess, for gun control. Because then we would have no crimes, according to this guy. But again, apparently he doesn't believe in fraud or bribery, for that matter. But the fact of the matter is that these banks have perpetrated a fraud both on investors, on the security side, on the mortgage origination side, on the foreclosure side. In every possible direction, they have committed crimes. And then, realizing they've just said something incredibly stupid, he wants to attack people who are, he attacks the whole notion of predatory loaning. Listen, we know that banks specifically set up mortgage origination in low-income neighborhoods, targeted them for some prime mortgages because they had financial illiteracy. There is a reason why in this country the federal government backstops banks. They have a fiduciary responsibility. There's a reason why there are loan officers, not loan clerks selling a stereo. It's that they're supposed to, it is their job to determine whether or not they are issuing bad loans. And it's called predatory lending because they are preying on people who do not have the financial background to know what loan they're getting involved in. And I can tell you this, that as someone who's probably in the top, 5% of this country in terms of education because of that 1 year of law school, as someone who is the son of an attorney who practices bankruptcy law and workout deals for banks, I barely had any clue as to what I was doing in my mortgage when I bought both the houses that I bought in my lifetime. I was just fortunate in both instances to have the money to have entertainment lawyers on retainer and have somebody in their firm walk me through the whole thing. But if I was not making that kind of money in those days and just had to go in, you get a 30-page document. Nobody at the table, when you're at that closure, can explain any of it to you. That guy's out of control.